Testing 1, 2, 3. All right. I don't know. Can you guys hear me? Testing. What? All right. Now you should be able to hear me. Hey, we're gonna have a good time tonight. No, just half glass right now. I'm gonna make sure some things are straight in terms of technical. So I'm gonna go over to Facebook real quick and see if I'm on there. These technical difficulties are killing me. All right, we are on. Looks like we're on. Kind of dark. Gonna go ahead and bring up the light just a little bit. Boop, boop. 2 bumps up should do. Maybe one more. Boop. How's that? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start it up. Welcome to my show. I don't even know the name of it yet. We'll figure that out later. But hey, I'm going to leave a link in the comments just in case you guys want to come on camera with me. We're just going to talk about a few things. I really should have been doing more and more of these. You guys are going to get sick of me. That's how many times I'm going to be doing it. Coming up, before the end of this year. We're going to go out with a boom, with a bang. So on Facebook, if you want to come on camera, I'm going to go ahead and leave the link in the description. I hope I can do this without getting that loop overlap, that audio overlap that people usually get. All right, pasting the link in the description. Join here. I'm going to type join here if you want. Can I get it? Can I get it over there? I'm telling you, these technical difficulties this year is crazy town. Join me here on camera. Boom. All right. Let me kill that background music. No, we'll just keep it going. All right, how's everybody doing today? As you probably saw yesterday, I taught my daughter how to make soap again. Not again, but I taught her how to make soap. In my case, it was me doing it again. I haven't done it in probably almost 4 years. Absolutely love doing it. But she's really getting the entrepreneurial bug. She already has a couple of other products that we're gonna probably end up talking about on this show. So let me go into my little banners. I'm using StreamYard Professional Edition, in case you guys are interested. Check them out. I should have an affiliate link. How amateurish of me to not have an affiliate link, but I don't. I will eventually. As a matter of fact, I'm making some products that will help you make your stream seem a little bit more professional, even more professional than what I'm seeming right now. So, but yeah, the other day, I showed her how to make some soap, and let me get rid of this ticker. Get away, ticker. See, I'm even still trying to figure it out. All right. Nope, don't want ticker. How come all these things are in ticker? I'm trying to get them off ticker. Come on, StreamYard. Your interface should be a lot easier than this. I want them off ticker. Bye-bye, ticker. All right. I see how you do it. Just mark the, go down there and mark it. And save it. Marking and save. Changing and save. All right. Soap making 101. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to describe the situation. For a couple of weeks now, my daughter Constancia, she had been wanting to learn how to make soap. And man, that really warmed my heart. And, I want to show her something that I've done before. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up the picture of her making it. Let me see if I can find it without crashing the system. Sometimes you got to push the limits to do what you want to do. Do what you got to do. I'm going to bring up that picture of her making soap. And where is it at? There it is. Click on that. And I'm just going to share it with you. Let you guys see it. Let you know what she's doing. All right, there you go. I hope you guys can still hear me. I'm gonna go into StreamYard. Yeah, that's a Castile soap. That soap right there is the only oils we used for that was olive oil, right? And that's exactly how it looks, raw, handmade. It's good soap. So I gotta grab this ingredient list real quick. So if you want to know what's in it, this is what we use, right? We use 50 ounces of olive oil, 6.3 ounces of sodium chloride, 15 ounces of distilled water, and a little bit of fragrance. Although I do believe that I added the fragrance before it was cool enough or not below the fragrance's flash point. So it's a very lightly scent soap, to say the least, but it's a very, very cleansing soap. So let me look up real quick the properties of Castile soap. Go to the property of Castile soap. And she's already used a batch today. So there you go. 8 incredible benefits of Castile soap. Gentle cleansing without the toxins. Safe for sensitive skin. It can help oily, acne prone skin. Smooth, soothes, dries, irritated skin. I'm turning my headphones down. I don't need to hear myself that well. What else? Naturally hydrating, no gunked up pores, natural free radical protection, ease eczema, psoriasis, and more. So as you can see, those benefits right there are some of the things that soap takes care of. And yeah, it was handmade. So check her out. Check out her page. I mean, it is screen sharing thingy right now. Oh, somebody wants to come on. What happened? Come back on. Oh, that was that was my screen share. I thought somebody was trying to get on here. All right. So yeah, check her out. Check out her Castile soap. Really good product. And this is what they call hot process. So it's ready like, the next day. The longer you let it sit, the more moisture evaporates. So it gets a little bit harder, but you can use it right now. Let me double check and make sure this thing. Oh, goodness gracious. I did it. I did it again. I got to change that. Edit privacy. Done. All right. We have been going for a while, but for some reason, I just found out that my privacy settings for Facebook were not public. I got to make sure I do that from now on. I got to make sure I make them public. All right. So what we're talking about was Soap Making 101. For those of you on YouTube, you're just going to have to bear with me because I'm going to go back over this again for the Facebook audience. And if anybody wants to come on camera, you can go ahead and come on. So there you go. So on Facebook, should I start the whole thing over? I mean, it's my stream. I guess I can do whatever I want to do. But put in the comments what you think. Should I start the whole thing over? Without the timer, without the countdown timer. I'm going to do that. Here we go. This is how we'll start out the show. Welcome to the show with no name right now. I don't have a name for it. Today we're going to talk about soap making 101, technical difficulties. It's time to drink some wine. Live streamer graphic pack, and yeah. So get your favorite beverage out, and we're just going to go. I'm going to be doing a lot of these, so you guys are going to get sick of my face. So got to turn the lights on. Boom. There we go. Lights are on. We're going to let that music play until it ends. We're just going to go from there. All right. If you have any comments, I think you got to let StreamYard get permission to post them on Facebook. So just go ahead and give them permission, and I'll be sure to bring them up on the screen. So what day was it? Was it Sunday? Yeah, it was Sunday. My daughter, she had been expressing for a couple of weeks that she wanted to make soap, which just warmed my heart. Because I'd been making soap, but I haven't made soap for about almost 4 years. But yeah, she wanted me to show her how to do it. So and all hot process soap is you mix your ingredients, but you use heat to speed up the process of what they call saponification. It's basically turning the oils or the fats you use into an actual soap. But that's somewhat, I guess, technical, and I'm not in a mindset to really get into that. But anyway, what I wanted to do was I wanted to show you the end result of the soap that she made. It sounds as if you click that little that link in the comment section. All right, let me go back and see if I can find a picture. I had the picture brought up before of her Castile soap. All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and let you guys check it out. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make this full screen. If I can figure that out. Yeah, I can do that. Share screen. And I'll talk more about the tool that I'm using and whether or not I'll continue to use it. But there it is right there, folks. That is the soap that she's making. And contact her. I'm going to actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave her contact information in the comment section as soon as I get a chance so you guys can contact her. What she's doing right now is that soap that you see, she's giving it away to get some honest reviews. She's giving it away for absolutely free to get some honest reviews. What you think about the soap that she made. And I'll let you know. I'll tell you what the ingredients are right now. Man, this wine's kicking my butt. 50 ounces of olive oil. In the process of making it, we use 6.3 ounces of sodium hydroxide. I think that's what it's called. 15 ounces of distilled water. Fragrance. The thing I got to tell you about the fragrance is we added it way too soon. We added a fragrance when the soap's temperature was too hot, and it probably was above what they call the flash point of the fragrance. So most of it evaporated. So this is a very lightly scented soap. And that is it. We went ahead and mixed it up the way we should. Put it in the crock pot, let it cook, and threw it in a mold. And today, what do you got? You got soap. You actually had soap yesterday, but it just wasn't solidified. It was pretty mushy. So real quickly here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look up the benefits of Castile soap. And that's what it is. When you use pure olive oil, the type of soap that is, it's called Castile. I hope I'm saying that right. I hope it's not Castile like in Fragile, but you never know. So you got gentle cleanse without the toxins, safe for sensitive skin. So if you got sensitive skin, this is a good soap to use to cleanse it without it becoming irritated. And those of you, let me get myself back on camera. I like that better. For those of you who are just joining, get your favorite beverage out and just enjoy the live stream with me. Nothing too serious. This will be mostly chill. It can help oily, acne-prone skin, smooth and soothe dry skin, irritated skin. It's naturally hydrating, no gunked-up pores, natural free radical protection. Free radicals. It protects you from free radicals. See, if I read that the way I read it originally, it would make you think that this soap is going to preserve those free radicals. No, it prevents the manufacturing of free radicals. And it eases eczema, psoriasis, and more. Psoriasis, that word always confuses me because there's a P in front of it, just like pseudonym. I don't understand why they have to put a P in front of it, but anyway, I digress. So yeah, those are the benefits of Castile soap, which she just made. And right now, let me bring it back up. What she is doing, and I'm going to make that full screen so you can see the texture, the roughness of it. Facebook's acting goofy. Right. All right, so right now what she's doing is she's giving away that soap in exchange for an honest review. So I'm going to leave her information in the comment box so that you guys can get a hold of her if you're interested in it. It's a limited supply, so make sure that if you're interested, you contact her right away. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen, and I'm back. Technical difficulties. I need to tag some people in this live stream. There's a few people that I had some interviews set up with them, and because of some technical difficulties that I incurred, that I received, or that I went through, I decided to cancel those interviews. So I'm going to go ahead and probably either tag them in this live stream, or better yet, just DM them, let them know, hey, we're back in business. If you're still interested in coming on camera with me, let me know so we can go ahead and take care of that. But I want to talk a little bit more about it. So as you know, live streaming is growing by bounds, especially during this so-called pandemic. Its value, I think, has increased. The interest in it has went up exponentially, and everybody's doing it. And the thing is, there's so many different ways to do it, right? There's so many different pieces of software, hardware, computer systems, and everything that you can use. Oh, you know what? It didn't notify me that you guys were commenting. Dang you. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to go through the comments real quick. I want to go ahead and recognize those who are watching. All right. Anna says, I got to grab some food, BRB. She said, you can start over. Susan says, hey, what's up, Susan? Who moved down south? Anna says, looks pretty good. Awesome. Can't post comments to some destinations. Okay. I hope these are on Facebook. They should be on Facebook, but I didn't get a notification to StreamYard, so it wasn't that I was ignoring you. I was not ignoring you. I just didn't see them. Lesson learned. From now on, I will make sure that I look. So I'm going to go ahead and put them up on the screen. And it says, I got to grab some food. Yep, I did start over. I just started over. I appreciate that. Susan says, hey. And it says, looks pretty good. Awesome. All right, I have to remember to stop. I got to put that in the segment. Stop and check comments. Because once again, sometimes it doesn't show up on the notifications. And it could be also because I at first had it set for private and I changed it. So, yeah. All right, back to technical difficulties. Man, I tell you what, I am caught in a dilemma. So I had these people lined up to do interviews. Really successful people who have great business. Kind of like the Jen Belt interview that I did, right? And I'm just going to say it. First of all, if there was an award show for Software of the Year, StreamYard would be it. StreamYard would be it. And here's why. StreamYard makes it extreme type broadcast. Right, yeah, there's some things that are different from if you were using a hardware encoder versus using their cloud. And Anna's on. I'm going to go ahead and bring her on. Versus if you're using the cloud. But they're a really good piece of software.
Hola.
Hey, what's going on?
I've been on StreamYard pretty much most of the day.
Oh, you have?
No, it's great. Yeah, I helped Zeph do 4 vendor shows, 1 special update show, 1 halftime party,
Oh, okay.
and so 6 shows today, not including prep time.
Cool. Do you hear any echo or background or anything?
I do. Well, no, actually, it's better now. It got better. No, there is a little bit.
Okay.
You'll listen. There might be a window or something open. I only have StreamYard
I
open.
think, yeah, I think what I'm doing is I got the volume coming through my computer. I got my headphones in my mixer. I'm going to go ahead and put them in the computer so we take care of that. I
Sounds good.
probably need 2 sets of headphones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, at least. I have 1 pair that I have for my son to use. Actually, yeah, I got like 1 pair that's like beat up, and I got 1 pair that are my favorites that are also pretty beat up. So I got a couple pair of beat up headphones. Usually, if I get
Yeah,
really good headphones, my kids will snag them. At least one of
yeah,
my middle son will snag them.
right.
You know, yep.
But yeah, I was talking about technical difficulties. I had a couple of interviews set up, and I love StreamYard, and the choice that I have is using a hardware encoder, which is ATEM, or use a StreamYard. But the thing about getting it to where it's very easy and simple just to push buttons and go. With that hardware encoder, there's a whole bunch of other steps that I have to make. Versus StreamYard, you can get on and pretty much go. Now, if you wanna customize it, you can create certain things and
I know. Yeah,
Canva.
I actually got to touch the buttons this week. My first time pressing buttons for shows, and so I was able to do lower thirds, managing the uh, banners and the tickers, while Zeph managed the comments that were coming in, while dropping videos, while dropping photographs. So she had a lot on her plate because she was also hosting, whoever was there. So, so we had 7 vendors over 2 days, and only one person had to not be there. That's because of a family emergency. And we're going to make it a third day for her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's either going to be Thursday or Friday. We're not sure yet. So depends on what the vendor needs.
Right. So what was happening was my CPU usage was up there, and it still is. But the only thing is, I have a couple of systems, and I guess when you have a couple of systems, you do what you have to do to go on your journey. You don't necessarily. My conclusion is this: I'm not going to necessarily worry about blowing up, that particular computer that I'm using to stream if we're going to be at 80% or whatever for a while.
Sure.
But eventually I'll get a faster one, where the CPU is better and you get more RAM. But right now, this is what I have. So I decided to just go forth and use it. So what I have to do now is I have to contact those people whose interviews I cancel and just let them know, I'm going to just move forward and use it. But man, when I saw that CPU, I was like, oh, Jesus, that's crazy town.
I don't even know what CPU. I think it has to do with what your computer's using.
It's the brain. It's a central processing unit, like the, when
I
you
knew
see
that and forgot.
Yeah, when you see Pentium and all that, or AMD, those are the CPUs.
Yeah.
So I'm using.
I have an 11-year-old computer working on some ghetto Wi-Fi, so and I can say that because everyone who knows me from the live streaming community knows I got the struggle bus.
Why don't you hook it up hardwired?
It is hardwired. Even with the hardwire, it's still terrible because it's the cheapest version of what Frontier offers. And so, and even if we sunk more money into it, you wouldn't get that much more signal for down and up. So we're positioning to switch over to Spectrum or something because that's our only real option here. We could probably get another router and do some. I don't even know if we could do boosters because the signal coming through is so weak that if I have more than one program on my computer going and there's more than one computer on in the house, you can tell.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's
we have Spectrum
0.0. It's not even quite 1 up sometimes.
Oh man, that's bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's
rural.
Bad.
So we're in rural Western New York. So, even though a lot of my friends love T-Mobile, up here T-Mobile's terrible because there is you could be in a salon and have I've done it. I was in a nail place once and I happened to check on my phone and I had no signal, yet somebody else had almost the same OtterBox I had, so that meant they had the same iPhone that I had, and they had signal because they had Verizon.
So tell me, what does Spectrum offer there in your area?
Spectrum does cable. They used to be Time Warner, and then so Spectrum bought Time Warner.
Right, same here. Here.
Yeah, it's not an unusual problem because the rural community, you need to have enough draw for people to want to put in more cell phone towers.
Right, the infrastructure, there has to be a demand for the infrastructure. And fortunately,
in
the last 3 years here, they finally decided to do that. I'm going to go ahead and tell you the package that I have to Spectrum.
Okay, that's where you are, yeah.
Spectrum? Yeah, Spectrum. But the thing is, they have a monopoly here, and it's almost all we can really get. I think there's one more. I can't think of the name of it, but here's what, and you probably already know this, but for those viewers who don't, if you're going to be doing live streaming, you want to make sure that you get the fastest upload speed as possible. So most of the advertisements that you see is for the download speed, and that's for people who are consuming content, but we're content producers. So the upload speed is what you really want to be concerned with. And I think the package that I have is, I think it's 20 up. No, as a matter of fact, I think it's 40 up. I'm not completely sure, but I don't use it.
But they could advertise 40 up. But yeah, I was going to ask, they could advertise at 40, but it's usually much less than what you get to really experience. So you get to experience 10 up, which is still, light years ahead of here.
Well, if they say they're advertising 20,
Mm-hmm.
you have headroom because depending on I guess environmental conditions as well as usage time, it fluctuates. So you have that headroom, that 10 mega mbps or megabits per second headroom. So you don't want to stream at 20. And besides that, who's really streaming at 20 unless you're doing some 4K stuff, which I'm not doing. On Facebook, it's usually about 7 mbps.
Some of our community actually have triple digits for up. It's
really
it's hot. When I heard like triple digits, you know the struggle. You're like, ooh, triple digits. What's that about? That's like looking at a freeway for the first time. Like, what is that?
I think a guy who was working at Cambridge University that I was on one time, I think their science or the engineering department had something like that. And I was like, that's crazy. That's crazy, But
yeah. Like, because some of the California guys, some of the California folks have really good. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. You get to those. You okay? Did you mute yourself?
That's how good we are, folks. If you're about to die on screen, don't blow out some people's headset. Die quiet, like.
But yeah, you get to those big metropolitan areas, and also in other countries. I think like Taiwan and places like that, they have some really fast.
Yeah, even Canada has some good stuff. Like Ryan is in Edmonton, Alberta.
Yeah, what's their speed there?
I don't know, but because they have some kind of oil thing, or there's something that made them money in that community. So their internet is nice. Just gonna say it's crisp.
Really?
So, it's nice. Yeah, he's got some good speeds. But that's it kind of depends on, again, where you're located, what if there's money in the community. If they're willing to sink money into the infrastructure, like you said, with the cell phone towers or whatnot. Like sometimes I was paying like over $70, maybe $80 a month for my T-Mobile for my iPhone 6, and that's a few years ago. And my husband had a cheap little phone from Walmart on their Walmart plan.
And his worked better, didn't it?
And his worked better, and he loved gloating about it. He's like, he'd be like, "See, I got signal, and you don't." I'm like,
right.
Man.
So now what I have to decide is whether or not I'm going to continue to use when I upgrade. Am I going to continue to use Windows, or will I switch to the new? I think it's M1 ARM processors in the.
Carlos is pretty lit about it. So I
saw that. I've seen a lot of videos on
about
YouTube
new Apple
about
stuff. It's good.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's see what's going on in the comments.
Yeah,
Curtis, if you want, you can come on in and join us.
Yeah, that'd be good. Let me check. If I turn off my cellular on my phone and check on my Wi-Fi on my phone, I have a speed test. I can show you in real time almost.
Oh, no, you don't have to. I believe you. I just want to continue on what I was saying. So, folks, the technical difficulties, things are going to occur, but you have to make decisions and take risks. Nothing's ever going to be perfect, and you can't wait till things are perfect if you want to, I guess, go on your journey of whether it be live streaming or anything else. So, what other subject that these banners? Do you use StreamYard?
I actually have a StreamYard account that I didn't realize I had. I have so many accounts on different. I follow all you guys around, so you open up things as you go, and then people discard them as they go because if a site dies or something.
Monique's here. Monique, if you want to join, go ahead and click.
Hey,
show her. Okay, did you use BeLives as well?
Did you use BeLive? Been on BeLive. I've been on BeLives, but I haven't been in the driver's seat. I never bought an account. Okay. I got the swag, but I didn't have an account because I didn't want to sink the money into it every month.
Right. So which one do you like better?
Yeah. Check this out. Okay.
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit. You're breaking up. I'm gonna remove you. Refresh your stuff or do what you have to do. Okay. She was breaking up a little bit, folks. Sorry, I had to remove her. Hopefully she'll send me a message in a private chat. Let me know if you went ahead and straighten that out. I'm over here in a private chat. I'm going to type you, I am here. Just to let you know. Private chat is up. So, Anna, send me a message if you think you straighten that out, okay? Just let me know. So, where am I at? Let's go to the agenda or the banners. Yeah, it's move on from technical difficulties. Folks, it's time to drink some wine. If you're watching this and you made it to this point in 2020, enjoy yourself. Enjoy yourself. Anna's trying to come back in. You ready? All right. I'm going to bring Anna back in. Here we go. Boom.
That's how weak my Wi-Fi is. I actually went and took my cell phone, put it on Wi-Fi to test the speed test while I was actually Ethernetted into the Wi-Fi here. This phone was enough to knock this out. Everybody else is asleep. This is the only device that could do it.
Yeah, that's a never-ending battle.
How low it was? Check it. It's like it is 0.12.
Oh my goodness.
That's the Wi-Fi in the house. It sucks.
Monique says she can jump on for a while. So all right, let me know. Come on in.
Yeah.
But so are you drinking any wine? Have you drank any wine recently? No?
Let's see. I'm actually part of a gifting group where we actually gift wine and spirits to other people.
We used to do that here.
It's a Facebook thing. It's been going. It's a Facebook group that has been going since early in the pandemic. I was invited in early in, and in the first day I was there, it went from, a handful of users that were invited in to over 3,000 in 3 days. It got so big, they had to break off the other sections, like the other cities, to just have Rockport and maybe some surrounding areas. Right. And we still have been able to keep 2 liquor stores afloat.
Wow.
Yeah, we're helping our local businesses. Yeah, so I'm actually not drinking a lot. I actually toyed with the idea of doing a blog, a wine and spirit blog. Okay. But I just I find out that if I imbibe, it changes my mood later. It makes me it gives me like a low mood later.
Then maybe you shouldn't do it then.
Yeah,
maybe you shouldn't do it.
Yep. So I don't do it that much. So right now I'm just amped on.
What about coffee?
Actually, I had some Bang earlier. It's like a gamer drink. It's blue raspberry.
Like Red Bull.
It's like Red Bull, but like the next generation of stuff.
So was it today? Was it today when we were producing all those shows?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm on Sudafed, Dayquil. My focus medicine's probably burned off by now, and some Bang. So I'm.
So you're like.
Woo! And adrenaline, because when you go, do you get amped up after you're on a live stream?
Anna, I'm gonna tell you something for those of you who are watching. Believe it or not, how long have we been doing this, Anna?
5 years.
5 years. And where did we start, Anna?
Blab.
We've been doing this for 5 years, and we still get
you get amped
at least butterflies, but oftentimes yeah, I'm gonna go out there and change the world. Yeah.
And you're lit after, the live stream calms down. It's like 2 a.m. because everyone's got to sleep at some point because they got to wake up for their jobs. And I'm just la 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 la, because you're awake. Because everything about live streaming, there's something about live streaming that lights up the ADHD brain in such a way that it gives you energy. So it's like a positive feedback. So awesome. It's so much fun. I remember when I got to Blab, it was from a conference that was for ADHDers by ADHDers. I got there the first day, October 2015, and it was 4 screens and a chat, and I was hooked. I had my computer. I moved stuff off of a stand. I had a stand with a little laptop in my living room, and that's where I was for a lot of the shows.
Well, let's welcome Monique onto the show. How you doing, Monique?
Hi there.
I'm well, thanks. How are you?
Hi.
Doing pretty good. It's cold here. Is it cold there?
It is very cold here.
And our furnace is dead.
Right.
That's not good.
It sucks, but there it is.
I'd be
Yeah,
drinking then, for sure.
I'm not drinking. I was tempted to get something, but like I was telling William, I found out that if I have a lot of booze, it makes me have a low mood the next day.
Yeah, so you probably shouldn't. You probably shouldn't do it, but it's an option.
And I'm pretty lit anyways, like just on my own chemicals.
Well, I wanted to relax. And I think from now on, I probably start utilizing that. But Monique, what you been up to?
Everything.
Everything.
All the things.
What's the latest thing you cooked? I be seeing the pictures of the things you cook all the time. I'm like, man.
She cooks some nice things.
Hang on 1 second.
Okay.
Sorry, clients are. It's
you're working right now?
Well, I work when they send me messages, but it's the last day of Medicare open enrollment, and then it's still health insurance open enrollment, and so can't be screwing around. Someone messages me, I'm like, so yeah, no, I've been up to a lot. You could probably see it on my face.
For once I have more makeup on than you do.
Like, no, I have more makeup on than both of you guys.
Well, there you go.
I haven't worn makeup in a while.
I thought of you yesterday. I was in TJ Maxx and I saw a Michael Kors scarf and hat set. And then later on, I saw a pair of Louis Vuittons that were as much as a mortgage.
Yes.
It's crazy town, like $500 for a pair of shoes. And they're just little like slingbacks. They weren't like beefy, but they had the red bottom.
Yeah, I mean, after I moved here, my whole style changed because I really don't leave the house, plus the quarantine fever that everybody loves to do around here. Right. So when I do laundry, it's just literally all workout pants and leggings. And I save a lot of money because I don't put makeup on. I mean, like I don't.
And now it's sweater weather and jackets and scarves, and you love all that. If you were going out.
If I was leaving, but no, I mean, I still like the cold. But yeah, no, it's been a little tough. I mean, real stressful lately, and I haven't been sleeping. So and I haven't been eating, and I haven't been cooking. Actually, I cooked. I made a piece of salmon today, which doesn't really count. I just put it on the grill, and then I cooked. What was it, like 3 days ago? The other side of my piece of salmon. And then before that, I hadn't cooked since Thanksgiving. So I actually got to the point where people who normally watch my stories,
they're like, are you okay?
Yeah, they're like, you haven't been posting and you haven't, like, I have no record of you eating. What's going on? And, I mean, because how long have I been, recording my food? Since like 2009, so there's a lot of people that have been following me since back then. And
I've seen the puppies.
Yeah, I love the little jackets and stuff for Lexi as you go out.
Well, because she's like, I'm not going outside. Like, it's cold. I'm like, well, you're going to.
She's got no body fat, so like, I totally hear her. Yeah,
I can't feed her anymore, like, because then she it hurts her stomach when I feed her too much at once. And I'm only feeding her 3 times a day. Like, how much more can I?
Oh no, I'm not saying it wasn't. I mean, the way she's built, she's just a very compact little animal, so there's no room for
15 and a half too. So she would love to eat more. I mean, I have thought about adding another meal in there because the doctor was like, if she gained another pound, it wouldn't hurt her, But, so yeah, she sleeps a lot, and not to mention, I don't remember it happening last year, but like it starts to get dark at 4.
Yeah.
I don't remember that happening last year.
Yeah, no, it does that around here. It's just wicked because you just get used to being awake, and then you're like, wait a minute.
William, March 31st will be my 2-year anniversary here.
Really?
Yeah.
Being able to breathe and eat vegetables.
They go by fast?
Yeah, it's weird. Like I think back and I feel like I haven't been in Phoenix in like 10 years. But then I think about how I've only been here for 2. So also working on, running for office here. So that's been.
Yeah, I do remember you saying that. Was it?
No, it's gotten real. Like.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, Anna, you don't even know some of the stuff.
So you got blocked from Twitter yet?
What do they call it there? It's not councilman. It's alderman. Alderman?
No, I mean, these people don't leave their seats. I mean, and they don't croak. So
they don't die.
There's no vacancy for a lot of
undead.
The last thing that you said about it was you were in an establishment and you were talking to two guys about it, and they you.
William, you're frozen.
Okay, you were frozen for a minute. Are you there?
Yeah.
Am I still frozen?
No.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I am frozen. On my iPhone, I'm frozen.
Monica, or Q is kind of stilted on her movements. Does that mean mine is going?
No, everybody's moving now. Everybody's moving now.
We're moving freely?
Yeah, at least on my iPhone. I'm watching it on my iPhone, so we should be good to go.
Yeah, it's the same. I just was getting there.
Okay.
Look at us being all pro and stuff. Do you know, get this, there's going to be, like, live stream is reaching a whole nother new level. Arturo Sandoval. Google him. He's a legend. He's doing a live stream tomorrow with Andy Garcia. And they're just going to jam and play music.
Who are you talking about?
Arturo Sandoval is a world-class Cuban-born trumpeter. And Andy Garcia, for those who know anything about, like, Ocean's 11 or The Godfather, he's an actor. But he also plays percussion.
Right.
So they get together sometimes with my favorite world-class percussionist, which is Luis Conte, and they do jam sessions, or they'll have a whole orchestra with them and stuff, and they just do some really excellent music. So he's like Arturo has done soundtracks. He's a Grammy Award winner.
Well, Anna, I don't mean to bust your bubble, but I'm somewhat conceited and narcissistic. And when I hear people talk about people like that, you know what I want to say? They need to come and watch us before I start concerning myself with watching them.
Wow.
Because we were doing this before they were. Blab.
True, but you know what? These people have chops out in the real world. Not that we don't. I'm just saying.
I got chops out in the real world. I've done stuff they haven't done.
No, but Arturo, you don't understand. You look him up. He is an absolute legend.
I know who Andy Garcia is.
And they're both legends in their own right and what they do, and they collaborate because they're both from Cuba. Right. So, Andy Garcia actually played Arturo in a movie about Arturo Sandoval's life.
Oh, okay. Well,
and so Arturo.
I am not familiar. Ooh, we got new comments. Zeph Zan. Sorry I couldn't join your live stream. I'm having technical difficulties.
I hate that I can't see what the. Here we are.
Yeah, Zeph, if you want to come on, go ahead and come on.
And Arturo liked my post.
Well, that's a step in the right direction. That is a step in the right direction.
You encourage them and what they're doing on live streaming, because to them
they don't need encouragement. We need encouragement.
You don't understand. No, like you said, we're the old timers in this
I'm just
arena.
Messing with you.
And
I'm just messing with you. I'm just throwing some controversy in it just to throw you off your game. Because if I wouldn't have said anything, you would have gone on and on and on about them. So.
Well, a little bit.
Okay, I have to ask you, Monica. Not Monica. Monique.
Why
I can't believe I did that.
Tonight?
I'm sorry.
Sorry. I don't know. I blame it on the.
You can't get me laughing not after I've drank a bottle of wine. You just can't do it.
I don't know why.
How long have we known each other?
It's called a brain fart. When that
5 years.
Yeah. Well, still ain't Monica. You know.
I know. It's Monique. It's Q. I usually don't call you Monique. I just call you Q. It just shows up Monique on the thing, and you have to go by the big Q in the middle.
So what's up, William?
Have you been to Harold's lately?
I have.
How is
now? Did you go there, or did they deliver it to? Did you do the DoorDash thing?
It's 400 feet away.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I knew it was close.
Yeah, no, that's ridiculous. If I got a DoorDash.
Yeah, that's crazy, and man, I'm glad it ain't 400 feet from me.
Well, I have to say, it was better when I told you that I had discovered it. And then when the pandemic happened, they actually struggled a lot with sourcing where they were sourcing before. And I totally get it.
Right.
And so it's now just mediocre, although right now when you say that, it sounds kind of good. So I actually was there the other, I don't know, I don't even know what day it is anymore, but I was there last week.
A lot of businesses are going through that.
What?
A lot of businesses are facing that struggle, sourcing stuff. There's a lot of menus, where I'm at, where they're just like, we no longer serve that, or we don't have the ground beef, or I don't know. It's just weird.
It is weird.
Sorry. I got a cold from not eating, not sleeping, and being stressed.
That will do it.
Yeah.
What are you stressed about?
Nothing I can say on air right now.
Okay.
Neither confirmed nor denied.
Yeah. So here's how bad it's been. So I usually order 6 wings with the fries at Harold's, but the wings have been so small. So like 6 sometimes feels like 4, Okay. And I could only eat 3.
I see.
So like I had one Harold's meal lasted me 2 meals. And that's pretty pathetic, but
that means you're like your stomach has shrunk a bit because you haven't been eating a lot.
Well, and I've lost like an inch or 2, and then my freaking doorman, I was like, I've been under so much stress, and I was like, I lost like an inch or 2 on my waist, and he's like, honey, that could possibly be a good thing. And I was like, good old Walter.
When words fail and you just have to give them the look, like, seriously?
I gave him the look and it didn't even freaking click. And I'm like, really?
Yeah, that happens. I have 3 kids and one's autistic, and the look didn't work on the autistic one for years, decades. And now it's starting to work because he can see when I'm like, he's like, oh, there's a reaction. Mother has given me this look. I have done something. So he has to figure out, you have to map it out. You actually have to teach them how to be social. I mean, he's a wonderful kid. It's just that look that I could cut a look in church and my kids would straighten out. But the youngest one didn't get it because he wasn't reading faces. That was part of autism.
Interesting. Yeah.
All right.
He's his own piece of work. But now I want Harold's. Thanks, William.
I've been wanting Harold's for what?
2 years.
No, since 1994.
Okay.
That's when I left Chicago. That's when I came back here.
Yeah, I want In-N-Out Burger. And everyone's like, why? And because it just reminds me of home. I mean, I never said it was like gourmet food. I mean, chefs are known for eating kind of crappy, but
right, yeah.
I want Jack in a Box now. Since you said In-N-Out Burger.
I haven't had most of these places. I have to travel.
I haven't had White Castle.
Oh,
White
Castle. Got those here. We're close.
Ghetto version, if you go to Walmart and just get in the box.
Yeah, you can get it from Walmart. You sure can.
There's a White Castle down the street.
Oh, just go there.
And then
don't go to Walmart.
Me not wanting, I'm moving in the next 3 to 4 months.
To a different place in the same town?
400 feet north.
Oh, okay. What happened? Your lease expire?
Okay, so 400 feet south from me is freaking Harold's Chicken, and 400 feet north from me right now is like a new building that I want to move in. It's not like brand new. Actually, I think this building is newer than that, but it has a better view of the lake, and I can be higher. And the thing with my building is that they didn't lower prices during the pandemic, so they're actually quite expensive for what the market is going for, and they're just being really cocky about it, and the amenities don't match the price. So,
and you can leave and the spiders will stop flying to you. This is a good thing.
No, that's not true, because when I visited the building I wanted to buy in and I was on the 62nd floor, they had a spider problem on the 62nd floor.
Okay, so not that floor then.
That was the highest floor. It still flew up there.
Creeping me out.
Flying spiders are looking. No, I'm going to install a screen again. I just have to do 2 because I installed a screen here. Nobody has a screen but me.
The heebie-jeebies.
It's just such a nightmare. But I'm going to have like multiple I'm actually going to have more windows at this place, because I was looking at this place called Nima, and it has 70,000 square feet of amenity space, and it's 76 stories tall, and it has like a boxing ring and a driving range, like an electronic driving range, and it has lots of stuff. but like the one unit I like, it doesn't face the lake, which was my number one ask.
Oh, that's a thing. You need that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, whatchamacallit? I'm kind of ditching that. So, but because I'm running, I can't leave the district. And so the place that I'm thinking, like I have to kind of stay in this area or go farther south, and I don't want to go south. But William, have you been paying attention to the lovely crime we've got going on over here?
You know what? Back in 93, 94, I saw it all.
Yeah.
And I mean, summer times were really, really bad. And I mind my own business for the most part. I wasn't part of any of the organizations. But I count myself lucky to have made it out because I was young. I was like 18, 19, and that is like a pretty precarious and dangerous age group. But yeah, and there hasn't been a lot of media coverage with that, in comparison to all the other things they've been talking about. But
we've had so many carjackings and no one's getting caught.
Oh, that's really terrible.
And then the ones that do get caught, they get let go.
The catch and release thing. Yeah.
Thank you, Kim Fox.
Mm-hmm.
How she got reelected, I have no freaking idea.
Oh, I know how she did.
And Cuomo and
yeah, but Kim Fox is our state's attorney. She's the one letting these guys go. She's the one that, like, all the looters, if you looted $1,000 or less, you paid like a $200 fine and you were off you go.
Oh man.
This is about to turn into a political show. We can do it. We can go there.
How hard do we want to go? I don't I just invited Cliffy, so I don't know if he's going to show up or not.
He sat down to dinner because I made him.
Oh, okay. I sent him an email quick. I thought you'd like to see us all.
No, he literally just sent me his dinner right now.
Oh, he has nice food pictures.
Who did?
I talk to Cliff like 15 times a day.
Oh, that's cool.
The mayor.
Yeah.
The mayor of Blab.
Well, he was just sitting there pacing his kitchen when I called. I'm like, what the hell's wrong with you? And he's like, I don't know what to do with these beef short ribs. And so I told him. And then he tried to like do the Cliffy thing and start adding shit. And I was like, don't even think about it.
Just do what Q says. And
do what I say. And then so he sent me a picture. He was trying to add, I said, make barbecue short ribs in the Instapot. And then he tried to put spinach in there. I was like, what's going to happen to that spinach after that high pressure?
It's going to dissolve.
Uh-oh, we got a new topic. You got an Instapot?
I don't. He does.
I don't.
I got an Instapot. They're amazing.
I don't have a crock pot. I don't have an Instapot.
You don't have a crock pot?
Why do I have a crock pot? Why would I have a crock pot?
They're nice when you have a family and a job that you have to go away.
What family?
I know. I'll just be munching on my shoes now.
Yeah.
They're great for making hot process.
Here's my foot, and I'll just kind of.
Like what? Who am I supposed to be cooking for exactly?
Theoretically,
leftovers. Like it's a stretch.
So Q.
Yo.
What live streaming software are you using now?
I'm not.
Oh, you're not? When you were streaming your food, were you using any type of software?
I was filming video. I've been filming videos.
Oh, okay. I was just curious.
Yeah, I haven't. I was using StreamYard, but I really stopped live streaming.
Did you ever use BeLive?
Yeah, I don't like it.
You don't like it? I was just curious.
I mean, I've used them all.
Right.
I've tried them all, but
there's so many. There's a new one called Melon too. You guys heard of that?
I can't.
There's something called Hack.
She said I can't.
She said I can't even. Like not another. Yeah, there's one called Hacks that Johnny's lit up about. So.
I mean, I honestly really. Excuse me.
Yeah, you have
don't be passing that to us through the video. If I end up sick,
don't get me on my soapbox about this because I will. Everyone's
do
like,
it.
COVID. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't get the memo that when COVID hit, everything else went away.
Right. Like seasonal allergies where people look at you like you have
heart disease, flu, it's all gone.
A cold because you didn't sleep or eat, stressed out. Oh my gosh. You know,
Nice
like
with my friend lately. Yeah.
I didn't even post all my pictures from summer, but I feel like if I did, like if I will post my pictures from summer. And when I do, if I didn't get COVID during summer,
You ain't getting it.
I still think that I had it in January after I smashed my face.
That
but
could be.
I got the antibody test like in April, May, and it might have just been too far after I had it, even though they said it was enough time.
Right.
But like I'm a high risk with all my lung problems. It makes no sense. I mean, I take a lot of supplements, and a lot of the things I take on a daily basis are what they gave Trump when he got it. So, I mean, there's a chance that I'm, just locked up or whatever, but still, I'm like, if I didn't get it during the summer, there's just no way.
That's
so
great.
Like our restaurants are closed. I have like zero human interaction now. And I filmed a lot of videos against Pritzker and the freaking restaurant lockdown thing.
Yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So,
does everything still pretty much locked down there in Chicago?
They're gonna lock it down more because right now the mayor did it and it was a recommendation. Auntie Lori wants us to
Oh, I love that. That's funny.
Auntie Lori.
She'd be creeping.
Some people call her Beetlejuice, whatever.
I've heard that too. It's funny. When she has the hair, like, how do you not? I'm sorry, it's a cheap shot, but it's funny.
So, yeah. So now, but Pritzker, or governor, is going on there like every day, just trying to like make the case that it's getting bad so that he can justify shutting it down, even though like just a couple of weeks ago he's like, that's not in the plans. I was like, screw you, buddy, it's totally in the plans.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they're just getting you warmed up.
They're just making it more miserable as the election goes through. Oh, was that an out loud thought?
Well, it's just I don't know. And that's kind of what pushed me to run, is that, bless you, people that know me, they're like, we need you. Like, it's getting really ridiculous. And they're like, we know you wanted to run and, you were going to wait. So I'm more than likely there will be an appointment to a position before Christmas. And but it's an appointment, so it's nothing like too crazy, but then that'll help me like build a name for myself, so in 2 to 3 years,
right? It's a stepping stone. Yeah
So they don't know what they're
in for. They have no idea. They think they know, but they have no idea.
I mean, it was a very like intricate process. Like, they sent me a questionnaire to make sure I saw that I agreed with their values, and I had to go line by line with like gun control, abortion, transportation, government reform. Like, I had to give my piece on every single one of those things. And
that'll be good, because then when they have like the voter pamphlets, like how does your elected official vote, that gets stored in there, and people can go, oh, this is what she thinks about this and this and this, and it helps people vote for you.
I didn't know that they were going to use that, but
that's what New York State does for. There's a thing called New Yorkers for Constitutional Freedom, and they.
Get out of here with that nonsense.
What I miss.
He just has Tourette's. Don't mind him.
We actually know somebody.
What's going on? What are you guys talking about?
Did have Tourette's. Yep.
Oh dear.
But I know too much.
King William. No, yeah. I mean, it's going to be an interesting process, because you got to win the party over, and then you got to raise money and.
Yeah, tell me about raising money. I hear that all the time. Campaign funds, and I mean,
have dinners. That's what you.
Where does all that money go to? What? Tell me some things. There's some items, some line items that these politicians use all of these millions of dollars for. Because I'm just lost when it comes to that.
I mean, I'm not there yet. I don't know. Okay. Being an outsider, but well, you guys know me, right? Like, you know how I am. You've seen me at my worst and my best, and you see that I'm consistent.
Yeah.
And what's been interesting is, like, when I first started chatting about my interest in running, this was just like, I don't even know. This was just like a few months ago, before the election, of course. And these, like, I'm a nobody here. I'm like, I'm new and I'm respecting my space and all that. But they already started playing games with me.
They have
Really?
chosen the wrong path. They have chosen poorly.
Well, they're just like, honey, like, why don't you start small? I'm like,
forget small.
well, so I don't know. I mean, this is bigger than, you know, something I've ever done. And I respect the process, and I'm fine with that. But if you're gonna put baby in a corner just because you're afraid of her or intimidated by her, that's different. But if you're like, look, be a team player, we're gonna go start here, we'll take you there, there, there. Let's create a path and let's create a plan. But if you're just like, I just don't want to run against you, which, okay,
that's weak. I'm sorry, I don't even do this.
But that's the problem with the party. That's the problem with the party.
The Republicans, they need to just man, woman, they're whatever up.
And that's the thing is, like, I was at this event in another county and I was meeting with all the, like, the chairman of that county and everything. And that's when I was on Black and Right. Did you see when I was on that radio show?
I think I'd heard about it. Yeah, Black and Right. All right.
I was on Black and Right, and people were like, but you're not Black. I'm like, but the host is.
You got a link?
He invited you.
Yeah. And so it's on that show.
Can you drop it in the comment
Black
section?
And Right. You got the link? I can dig it.
No, I'm looking it up. My computer's just slow. So I mean, you know, so the thing was, he's like, oh, I'm guest hosting this show. Like, you should jump on and we should talk. And I thought it was just going to be like, you know, a little segment. I mean, I've been on the radio before, but he's like, oh, no, you're guest hosting with me for the whole 2 hours. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
So,
because he knew you had skills.
Well, thank you. I mean, it was an interesting experience. It was my first time being very open about my political views and all that. So
were they in opposition to his, or were they similar?
They were similar, except they were newer. They were, you know, hold on, I'm trying to do too many things. They were updated. You know, and that's the thing, because I do believe that the Republican Party has shifted to where we're almost like the Republican Party is like the party of the working class now.
Right, and the left is way over by communism.
Well, and it's almost like a lot of the not newer, but a lot of the why can I not switch the account? This is so stupid. A lot of the more progressive Republicans are what the liberals were, are more liberal.
Mm-hmm.
Like
what they went left.
What liberalism used to be.
Right, and left seems more left than liberalism ever was.
Okay, I freaking have this link.
Because I think there's a difference between liberalism and being a left.
Why are you sighing, William? I can't see your face.
You can't?
No, I'm
just looking for a thing.
A link.
Oh, I just took a big gulp of this wine.
Oh.
Are we making you drink or what?
I was drinking before you guys came on.
I know. It was a nice colored glass too. Like they're nice colored.
Right, there you go.
Booze. Something you got going good.
And then if you go to that channel, there's more on like me calling out Pritzker and stuff like that.
All right, let me see. Did you put it in the chat?
I can't wait. It's in the chat and on Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm gonna open it up and put it on YouTube so I can have it start playing, and then when I get a chance, I'll watch it on my big screen.
No, yeah, it's just audio.
Okay. Podcast life. The podcast life is dragging me in.
I mean, because there was a glitch with the video. We were live streaming from the studio, and so it was cut off. But I got the whole audio, so I just
good. Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So I mean, this is something new.
This is something you want.
Well, it's something I've wanted for a long time, and it's just something really, really new.
And I think the world is ready for it. I think we're ready to have more voices represented. You know, we're ready to have Republicans that make sense, and you have a good head on your shoulders, and you're smart and capable.
Well, you also
and
have
driven.
to. Thank you. And you also have to run as a Republican here if you want to beat anybody, because these Democrats, they sit there forever. You know, I mean, when I voted here, it was just incredible how many like Republican vacancies there were. And I mean, it's to the point where Chicago GOP has a candidate recruitment link literally in the middle of their website. They're like, oh. My dad was calling. I gotta go. I will hopefully be back. I'm sorry.
Okay.
You take care. I'm about to end it anyway. I'm getting pretty tired. Take care. It was nice seeing you.
All right. Bye.
Visiting. Bye.
Right, bye.
She's sweet.
Well, Anna, I appreciate you joining me and keeping me company doing this live stream. And
I had a face full of makeup on, so I might as well use it, right?
Might as well use it before you go to sleep.
Right, because I just wipe it all off. Nobody sees it. You know, what's the point?
Right. But do me a big favor and let me know next time Zeph Zan does that, and I'll try to make sure that I come on. Okay.
Yeah, we have I don't know when we're doing another one of those parts. Yeah, I'll let William know. Yeah. I'm writing it down. Yeah.
All right, you take care. I'm going to go ahead and move you from the camera area, okay?
Peace out. Okay.
Peace out. Bye-bye. All right, folks, that was the end of this live stream. Just wanted to get on here and do it. Doesn't necessarily have any type of structure. We talk about several different subjects. We talk about soap making 101. Showed you my daughter's soap that she was making. There we go. Yeah, so my daughter's soap she was making. If you're interested in using some of that soap, getting some of that soap, let me know. Let her know. Matter of fact, while I'm on here, I'm going to go ahead and drop a link to her page in the comment section so you guys can get a hold of it. Get a hold of her. See if you can get one of those bars of soap. Try it out for free. Let her know. Give her an honest review. If it's bad, tell her it's bad, and she'll work on improving it. If it's good, let her know it's good. But let me find her. Link real quick. And there she is, and I'm just gonna drop her Facebook page link in the comment section, and you guys can click on that, contact her, and you guys run with it. All right. If you want a bar of free handmade, click here. Yeah, talk to her and she'll hook you guys up. More than likely see you guys tomorrow. Until then, you take care, stay safe, be nice to each other.